do just about 40-minute chill flow for you guys. And we're just going to start seated just as we are. I want you to sit cross-legged or whatever feels comfortable for you. Closing your eyes, taking just a moment. Sometimes it takes more than just a moment to fully ground yourself. So I like to begin either sitting down or laying down in order to fully prepare ourselves for the practice ahead of us. So as you're sitting here, I want you to think about being light on your sit bones. And by doing that, we lift the chest, we extend the spine a little bit, we pull the shoulders back. Our hands rest just easily on our knees or wherever feels comfortable. And I want you to find that deep Ujjayi breath. So it's in and out through the nose. As we're breathing here, it's really easy for us to move our entire body. And I don't want you to do that. Instead, I want you to keep your body as still as possible and focus on just moving the breath up and down through the chest so your whole body doesn't heave with the breath. And instead, you're more able to control what's going on inside of you. You're going to feel a lot stronger in that. It's going to help you not only while you're sitting here, but while you do all these other poses that we're about to go through. So taking about 5 or 6 more of those deep breaths. Starting to feel the mind clear out a little bit. Starting to feel a little bit more of that groundedness. We're going to begin just by moving our neck around. So still keeping the body as still as possible. I want you to draw the chin all the way down to the chest, feeling the back of the neck opening up here. Tucking the chin in as far as it can go so you really feel that on the back. And then slowly start to move the head over to the right until the right ear reaches towards that right shoulder. Now you're feeling that on the left side of the neck. Still pulling the shoulders far away from the ears. The ear probably won't touch the shoulder, and that's good. That's fine. You're still getting that really nice opening. We're going to start to draw it all the way back until the throat opens up completely. Drawing the chin up towards the ceiling. Moving over to the left. Feeling that pull on the right side. And then all the way back down again. And then let's just gently come to the other side. So we're going to go over to the left now, switching directions here. Feeling it on the right side again. Opening all the way up so you feel the throat opening, you feel the whole head tilting back. Moving over to the right. And all the way back down. Finally, bringing the head to neutral, keeping your eyes closed for a moment. I want you to pull the shoulders all the way up by the ears on an inhale. And then exhale, roll them back and down, feeling the shoulder blades squeezing together. We're going to inhale. You can open up your eyes if you'd like. You're going to open up the arms all the way up, clasp the hands and lift the palms. Press them towards the ceiling for a second. Inhale here. On the next exhale, you're going to go over to the right. So try to keep both sit bones down, and we come exhaling over to the right side. Feeling that left side of the body opening up, really using that right hand to pull that left arm even further out to the right. Inhaling back to center. And then exhale over to the other side. Inhaling all the way back up. Exhale, release the hands to the knees. Pressing the chest forward on that inhale again. We're coming into a cat and cow here. So cow, opening up everything, inhaling there. And then cat, I want you to push away. Press all the way back, straighten the arms almost. The knees might come up a little bit. You're going to tuck the chin down. And let's do it one more time. Inhale, press forward, opening up. Exhale, round and curl back down. Inhaling inhaling up. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale there. Release the hands back behind you. You're going to press the hands down, fingertips facing forward. Drop the knees. Press the hips up. This is going to open up and release. Roll the shoulders back. Drop the head back. And let that exhale pull you all the way back down. Starting with a few other ones here, we're going to take the feet together, let the knees fall apart. The feet can come super close in towards the groin if that's comfortable for your hips, or if you're a little tighter, pulling them away is not going to hurt either. So wherever you are, I want you to find that, both feet planted together. Notice how it feels in the hips. Notice where each knee is. And then gently walk yourself forward, dropping the head, feeling the body floating down towards the mat. Closing the eyes here. Start to relax the quads, relax the butt cheeks, relax the shoulders. Taking 3 deep breaths. Inhaling, pulling yourself all the way back up. We're going to continue on with these little bit of hip stretches and forward folds. So you're going to keep the right leg exactly as it is and let the left leg extend out in front of you. Pulling both hands to frame the left leg, I want you to also tilt your body slightly towards the left. That way the knee is right in the center of the chest. Inhale where you are here, relax the leg, relax the foot. Exhale, start to fold. You can use your hands to walk forward, but ultimately I want the body to push forward. Drop the head again, close your eyes. Notice how tight your little hamstrings are here. Breathe through it, let every exhale pull you up just a little bit closer to the leg. Next, inhale, pulling all the way back up, exhale and relaxing. So when I say relax, it means the shoulders. I still want that nice straight spine. We're going to come into a twist from here, my favorite. Your left hand's going to come over to the right knee. Your right arm's going to come up. Now this is where I want you to flex that left foot, pull that right shoulder back, and then start to reach towards those left toes. Now it's not about just reaching and grabbing the foot. Instead, it's about opening up, stacking those shoulders, feeling that right side body, getting that deep stretch. Hold here for 2 breaths. Gazing up at the ceiling if it feels comfortable for you. And then slowly release the right hand, press it back behind you until it plants. Left arm comes up into the sky, we point into the left toes. Press the hips up into the sky, reach that left hand back. Open up everything here. And then exhale, come back down. And let's switch legs. So releasing the hands behind you, switching your little legs out. Right leg straightens, left foot pulls in just as best as feels comfortable. Hands frame and gently tilting the body over towards the right. Start to walk it down. Exhaling as you go. Allow your breath to guide you. Breathe here and hold for a few. On your next inhale, gently pulling yourself all the way back up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Take your right hand to the left knee, left hand comes up, pull that left shoulder back, and let's reach towards those right toes, opening up the left shoulder as much as you can. It's all about opening and lengthening. It's not about grabbing the foot like all of you guys want to do. One more breath here. And then slowly release the left hand back behind you, plant it there, right hand comes up, point your little right toes, press the hips up and reach the right hand all the way back. Exhaling, slowly pulling all the way back down, taking one more forward fold here. So release the hands and both legs straighten. Pull your butt cheeks out for a second. I want you to feel that sit bone, that actual bone on the floor. That's going to help your hips tilt forward. Once you get that, surrender to the pose for a second. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders, round your spine. It's okay here. Drop the body down and close your eyes. Sometimes giving up control is the best thing that we can do in a lot of these poses. There are poses where we want to grab onto our feet, we want to pull ourselves. But since we're taking it a little bit easy, first thing here, I want you to release. I want you to notice what your hamstrings feel like. And I want you to breathe and let that breath take you deeper and deeper into this. So about 3 or 4 more deep breaths here. On your next inhale, gently roll the body all the way up. Exhaling, we're going to switch around to our hands and knees. So we're going to switch around however feels good for you. Planting into the hands, placing the knees down on the floor, untucking the toes. I want your wrists and shoulders in line and your knees and your hips in line. So we're going to drop the stomach, tilt your booty up, pull the shoulders back, gaze up, way up. So opening, stretching, inhaling there, and then exhale. I want you to round and curl. Press the pelvis forward, round out the spine, and tuck the chin into the chest. And one more time, drop the stomach, press the chest forward, head drops back, inhale there. Exhale, round and curl. Coming back to center, we're going to tuck our toes, lift our knees, press into our first downward facing dog. So I'm going to look up towards you just because I'm pretending there's a class here, but you want to look down or right between your legs. But I want your shoulders to pull away from the ears. I want your heels to pull down, and I want your tailbone to pull up. So there's a lot of little conflicting forces. What you really want to do here is move the weight away from the wrists, otherwise you're never going to be able to sustain this pose. So pressing the weight back and down, that's how you're going to do it, even if you have to bend the knees, even if the heels don't touch the ground. Now let's pedal the feet out here, so moving the hips side to side, pulling one foot up, then the other. And then finally look between your thumbs there, and let's walk all the way up to the top of the mat. So taking small steps, bending the knees as you need to. Your palms can come off the floor, it's okay. Feet are flat when you're ready. Take the hands to the shins, pull the shoulders back. Really nice straight back here, nose is facing down. Inhale there. And then exhale, drop into that forward fold. Allow yourself to just release. Drop the feet, drop the head fully. I'm not, again, because I have to project my voice. But I want you to press your feet, or press the weight towards the balls of the feet rather than the heels. You're going to feel more of a sting in those hamstrings that way. And on your inhale, round and curl, one vertebra at a time, all the way up. Shoulders pull back, reach the arms up into the sky. Palms come together, gaze up. Inhale there. And then exhale, take the hands back down to heart center. We're going to do a full sun salutation here. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit, but you stay at the top of your mat. Inhale, pull the hands all the way up. Exhale, swan dive yourself all the way down, forward fold. Remember to drop the crown of the head. Inhale, hands come to the shins, shoulders pull back. Exhale, bend into your knees, plant into your palms, and let's step it back to our first high plank. So high plank, toes are down, hands are down. Shift the weight forward until your shoulders and wrists are in line. I want you to tuck the elbows in towards your ribs. Lower yourself down. You can drop your knees, it's okay. Inhale, lifting the body back up, opening up the chest. Again, the knees can stay dropped here. If you want to really challenge yourself, everything's off the mat except for the feet and the hands. Gaze up. Exhale, press it back into that downward dog. So shift the weight back, tuck into your toes, press back into that downward dog. Breathe here. Take about 3 or 4 more breaths. On your next inhale, from where we are, you're going to take your right leg, kick it up into the sky, as high as you can. It's okay if the hips open up here. A lot of times we don't want to, but I just want you to open up as much as you can for a second. Inhale. On that exhale, you're going to pull forward, bend into the knee, and plant that right foot in between the hands at the top of the mat. Let's drop the left knee, untuck the toes, and then inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Shift that left hip forward and down. That way you really feel that right there. Inhaling, gazing up. Exhale, we're going to take a small back bend. So we're going to start to reach the hands back. Gaze up at the ceiling. Open up here. Next, inhale, we come back up. Exhale, clasp the hands and place them on top of the knee. We're going to push ourselves back on that inhale again. So opening up again. This time, take 3 deep breaths here. So as you're pushing the top of the body away from you, I still want you to press that left hip towards the ground. That's how you're really going to feel this super deep. 1 more breath. And then pull back to center. Release the left hand down on the inside of that right foot. And let's take the right arm up into the sky. Really opening as if the fingertips are reaching towards the sky rather than the left shoulder tucking in towards the ear. You really want to open and extend. And then take that right hand and pull it all the way back behind you. Now I want you to look back behind that right shoulder as well. So gazing all the way back. Breathe here for 2 more breaths. Right hand comes back up. We drop the right hand down to meet the left, framing the right foot. You're going to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, slide the right foot back. Let's come into our chaturanga. So start to come down, bending into the elbows, dropping the body. Inhaling up, opening up the chest. Exhaling into that downward dog again. Pedal the feet out and notice the difference between the 2 sides of the body for a second. And on that next inhale, take your left leg, kick it up, kick it open, whatever feels good. This is your practice. And then bend it to the left knee, pull it forward, plant the left foot in between the hands at the top of the mat, dropping the back knee, untucking the toes. We inhale, find our balance, take your time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way open, gaze up. Inhale back to center, clasp the hands, exhaling them, taking them to the left knee. We pull up and back when you're ready. Pressing the right hip forward, pulling the body away, conflicting forces again to help you get a little deeper. 2 more deep breaths here. Pulling back to center. Gently drop the right hand down on the inside of the left leg. Left hand comes up, gaze up. And when you're ready, reach the left hand back behind you and follow that with your eyes. Breathe here. Pulling all the way back up again, we drop the left hand down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, slide left foot back, and let's come into that chaturanga. Lower down, inhaling back up, exhaling downward dog. Hold there for 3 deep breaths. Notice if the heels are a little closer to the floor. Notice maybe any difference in the hips, in the hamstrings, in how you feel. Breathe. And next inhale, look between your hands. Let's take those small steps all the way up towards the top of the mat. This time I want you to bring the feet together. It's okay for the hands to come off the mat. You're going to bend into the knees nice and deep, and let's pull it up into a chair pose. So arms pull back, biceps by the ears, relax the shoulders, draw the tailbone down. So rather than sticking the butt out, draw the tailbone down, gaze up, breathe. Find those quads, feel the burning. And then take the hands, clasp them back behind you, pull to open up the chest. Inhale there as we open. Exhale, you're going to drop the chest to the thighs, straighten the legs, and take the knuckles up and over, looking down at your toes. Shift the weight towards the balls of the feet to get a little deeper for 1 more breath. And then bend into the knees again. Drop the knuckles down to the lower back, release back up into that chair pose. Straighten. Hands come down to heart center. Hands come down by your sides. Breathe here. One more deep breath. When you're ready, take the hands to heart center. We're going to come into a balance. So spread your little toes, press into the left foot a little bit more than the right because that right foot's going to go back. You're going to start to shift the body weight forward and shift that right leg back behind you. It's okay even if you just get a few inches off the floor. It's okay if you get all the way into a T shape. Whatever feels comfortable, wherever you are, you want to draw that right hip down. That way you're getting a little bit deeper into this. You're training your body to do what you want it to do in this pose. Hold. Finally, when you're ready, you're going to drop the hands down. It can be on the fingertips. That's okay. You're going to stick that right leg all the way up in the sky. Breathe as you pull it all the way up for a second. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to stretch you out. One more breath. Bend into the front knee and let's drop that right foot back behind us. So we come into a full crescent lunge from here. We're going to press into the left foot. Inhale, reach yourself all the way up. Exhale into that nice little back bend that we did before. Inhale back to center, drop the hands down. From here, we're going to take it right back into that standing split. You're going to press into the left foot and gently kick off with that right leg.
We're going to reverse where we just were, so slowly come up onto the fingertips, start to draw that right hip down if you've lost it, tucking or flexing into the foot. Very gently start to bring the body back into that balance. Hold. And then swing yourself all the way back up. Press into the both feet, shake it out, release. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Pressing all the way into that right foot for a second, spreading your little toes to get a little bit more surface area. We're going to take that left leg, start to kick it back behind you. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be wherever you want it to be. Breathe. One more breath, finding your drishti here. So gazing point, finding something to stare at. Hold. Dropping the hands down. It can be on the fingertips. Kick the leg up. It's okay to open up the hip here. We don't have to be perfect. And then slowly bend into that front knee. Drop the left foot back behind you. Inhale all the way up. Open. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, back up. Exhale, drop the hands back down. Pressing into the hands, pressing into the foot. And you're going to kick that left leg up into the sky again. Find your standing split for just a breath. Start to flex into the foot. Draw the hip back down to neutral. Start to release the hands, maybe one at a time, coming back to heart center. Breathe. And then pivot yourself all the way back up. Release the hands, shake it out. Inhale all the way up. This time coming into a back bend. Palms come together. Clasp your hands, let pointer fingers touch. Relax the shoulders. Shift the hips forward first. So press the hips forward. Then start to open up the back. Breathe as you gaze up. One more breath. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release down, forward fold. Hold here for 3 breaths. Take one more deep breath. Bend into the knees so the hands can plant if they're not already. Step it back to a high plank. Let's lower the knees. Untuck the toes, sink into a child's pose for just 3 or 4 breaths. So pressing the butt back to the heels, relax the shoulders, drop the forehead all the way down. On your next inhale, look between the thumbs. Come back up into tabletop position. You're going to take that right leg, kick it out to the right, pressing into the foot. And then use your balance to pull yourself all the way up. You're going to clasp your hands back behind the head here. Roll the shoulders back, get nice and strong, pressing into that right foot. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we slowly and gently pull ourselves as if the right elbow's leading us down towards the right leg. You can gaze up a little bit at that left elbow or gaze forward. Hold. Inhale, engage, pull yourself up. Exhale, drop the left hand down. Right hand straight up. Let's take the right leg up into the sky. You can stay right here, or if you want to go a little deeper, bend into the right knee, take the hand back and grab that little right foot. Pull it away from the body, open. Breathe here. From here, we gently go step by step. We pull back out. We drop the right foot back down, and we're going to take both hands in front of us. Now, once we're here, we're going to take that right leg and kick it back behind us. Inhale here. On that exhale, we're going to bend into the knee and pull it over to the right elbow. Hold there for a second. Try to pull it up as high as you can. Gaze either right down so the nose is facing towards the mat or gazing slightly ahead of you. Inhale, kick it back out. Exhale again, pull it over to the right. Breathe. Inhale one more time, open. Exhale, pull it over to the right. And then inhale, open one more time, pulling it out. Take the left hand and reach it in front of you. Now I want you to really think about lengthening here rather than sinking down into this. So pressing into the palm, lengthening. You can bend into the knee, you can stay right where you are, or you can bend into this knee. Take the left hand, grab the right foot, and pull again. Open, testing your balance. Breathe. Slowly release back out. Exhale, release back down. Shake the hips out for a second. Roll the body up before we go to the other side, and let's shake the wrists out. Breathe here. Now, since we're already here, we're going to take the hands to the hips. Gently allow that left leg to come out. Pressing into the left foot, relaxing the kneecap, and then take the hands, clasp them back behind you. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, remember leading through that left elbow, we pull down. Still opening that side body. We don't want to pull the right shoulder down like this. Instead, we want to open it. Gaze up. Inhale, engage into the core. Pull yourself up. Drop the right hand down on an exhale. Release left hand. Take the left leg all the way up. You can stay right here and hold, finding your balance. Remember that drishti, that gazing point. That's what's going to be your savior here. Or you can bend into the left knee, grab the foot, and pull, opening up. Feeling it all right in the front of the body here. One more breath. We gently release, opening up. Drop the left foot back down, both hands come forward. Kicking the left leg back behind us. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to bend into the knee, pull it all the way over to the left on top of the elbow. Hold. Next inhale, opening, pulling it back behind us. Exhale, pulling over to the left. Inhale, open. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, opening back behind you again. Take the right hand and reach it in front. Find your balance. You can stay here or you can bend into the left knee. Grab the right foot and pull. One more breath. Slowly release back out and gently back down. Pulling the body back up again, shaking out the wrists. We're going to tuck in the toes. And we're going to come into a little toe stretch here. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. You want to tuck into the toes. Make sure even the little pinky toe is tucked. And then drop the butt onto the heels. Now, if this isn't enough for you and you want to go a little deeper, you can press the knees a little bit forward here. You're going to feel that stinging of the fascia all up and down the foot. It stings, it hurts, but hold it. Take 5 deep breaths here. Close your eyes. And when you're ready, you're going to take the hands in front of you, kick out the feet, and then come around onto your butt here. Planting into the feet, you're going to scoot up towards the heels and lay the body all the way down. Now I'm going to stay seated here so you can hear me, but you're going to plant into the feet, lay the body down, and then pull yourself into a wind removing pose. So pulling the knees in towards the chest and rocking side to side for a moment. As you're in that wind removing pose, draw the tailbone down a little bit, roll the shoulders back, and make sure the back of the head stays on the mat. Close your eyes, we're starting to wind it down. Breathe. From your wind removing pose, I want you to come into your happy baby. So taking the hands from where they are, slide them down the legs and grab the sides of the feet, so the blades of the feet there. You're going to pull the feet up towards the sky and pull the knees out. So you're coming into a 90-degree angle with both of those legs. Again, trying to keep the tailbone down, trying to open as much as you can, not hurting yourself. You can stay static where you are, or you can rock side to side. It feels really good on the upper butt cheeks, lower back. Find that pose, breathe into it. Notice what's happening in your body.
2 more deep breaths. And then slowly pull the knees back into that window moving pose. Now from here, I'm going to go sideways, so hopefully you can see me and hear me. But what you're going to do is laying down nice and straight here. You're going to let that left leg fall down to the ground, and you're going to take the right leg up into the sky. So the hands can grab underneath the right thigh, they can come up higher and higher, but what I don't want you to do is pull the whole body up just to grab higher on the leg. So if you have a strap or something and you're using that, or a towel or a shirt, you can use that. Otherwise, just clasp your hands or hold the leg wherever feels comfortable. Now, once both hands are on the leg, I want you to just gently guide the leg a little bit closer to the body. So that way you're feeling this a little bit more in the right leg, or in the back of the right leg in the hamstrings. And then keep the right hand where it is. Left hand's going to come onto your left hip. Now what you're going to do is you're going to keep the shoulders down, the left whole side of the body down, and you're going to gently slide the hand up the leg as you guide that right leg out to the right. So this is a really nice hip opener. Your left leg is going to compensate by squeezing up a little bit, by tightening, by engaging. That's okay. I want you to focus on the right leg doing what it needs to do, and focus on the left leg staying grounded. You're going to gaze over the left shoulder, close your eyes, and take about 3 deep breaths here. Now when you're ready, bringing the head back to neutral first, exhale there. Be patient with yourself and your body. Inhale, right leg comes all the way up. Exhale, bend into the knee, hug it in close. And then when you're ready, you're just going to pull it over to the other side. So right knee stays where it is. Left hand's going to grab the right knee and guide it all the way over to the left. Letting the right arm open out to the right, dropping the head to the right. I'm going to keep looking to my left to see you. But the right arm's going to reach out and the head drops that same direction. Breathing here. It's okay if the knee doesn't hit the floor. It's okay if you need a pillow or a blanket or a block underneath that knee. Whatever you need to do to feel this very gentle supine twist here. Let's take about 5 more deep breaths. When you're ready, inhale just the head back to center. Exhale there. And then inhale, that right knee pulls all the way back in. Exhale as you gently readjust the spine here. Pull the left knee in to meet the right. You're going to drop the hands and extend the legs. Flex and point your little toes. Roll around the ankles. Open the legs out wide and pull them back together. And then let the right leg fall all the way down, grabbing both hands around that left leg. Start to pull the left leg in slightly. Remember, don't push yourself too much. This is a really difficult pose to get super deep into, especially if your hamstrings are tight from sitting around inside all day. So, from here, your right hand's going to come down to your right hip, and your left hand is going to slide down the leg so you can open the left leg out to the left. Now you're going to drop the head over to the right, close your eyes and hold here for 3 deep breaths. Inhale, just the head to center. Exhale there. And inhale, left leg comes all the way up. Exhale, hug it in for that half window moving pose. And when you're ready to go to that twist, your right hand's going to come to that left knee.
and your left leg is going to come all the way over to the right. Let the left arm open out to the left, trying to ground those shoulders as much as possible. Relaxing into that right leg, dropping the head to the left, closing your eyes for 5 deep breaths. One more breath. Inhale the head back to center. Exhale there. And then inhale, pull that left knee all the way back in. Hug yourself in and readjust the spine. Pulling the right knee in to meet the left. Drop the hands, extend the legs. We're going to stay here for a moment. So relax the shoulders, tuck the chin slightly in. Close your eyes, relax the feet. Micro bend the knees if you need to. Breathe here in your legs up the wall. If you're near a wall and you want to hang out in this one for even longer, putting the heels up against the wall, even at a little bit of an angle, feels really good. And then when you're ready, slowly bend into the knees, plant into the feet. You're going to relax by letting the legs slide out. I'm going to sit up, but you're going to stay laying. You're going to let the legs slide all the way out in front of you. Close the eyes, let the shoulders drop far from the ears. Palms facing up. That's going to allow the chest to open a little bit more. And if you've lost your breath throughout the practice, which hopefully you haven't, since I remind you to breathe every 2 seconds. But if you have, focus and hone in on it again. In and out, through the nose, trying to make each breath deeper than the last. And then I want you to take a scan of the entire body here. Letting those eyelids feel heavy, not squeezing them shut. Letting the jaw drop. Letting the tongue fall from the roof of the mouth. The shoulders down, feeling them connect with the ground or with your mat. Feeling the chest rise and fall. Feeling the legs growing heavier as the feet fall apart from one another. Sinking into the Shavasana. And staying here as long as you need to. Finding it within yourself to take some time out of your day to just relax, to not be reading the news, to not work from home, to not try to figure out what you're going to do during this whole thing. Just take the time to be in the present moment, and that's something that's really hard. So if you have to stay here for more than a few minutes, that's okay. It's not a waste of your time. It's very important. So thank you guys for coming to my class, and hopefully I will record some other ones very soon. So thanks guys, namaste.